Hello everyone. I am treating these two problems for some extra credit. So I'm not going to go over them, but you can copy them down and just attach them to, I'll have a separate attachment because all your homework is through Delta Math. So I will post something in Classroom. I'll just call it bonus. So you can work on these two. You're going to solve the first one, factor the second one completely, turn this in. So it's just 2 points, not much, but a little bit of something. So turn these in. They have to be completely correct, show all work very neatly, to get up to 2 extra credit points. So you can pause the video to copy these down. All right, next we're going to take a look at several more ACT problems. Now again, you can get your calculator out. I want you to try each problem before I go over it. So go ahead and read this one, see what you think. Again, pause the video to do that. All right, so hopefully you gave yourself some time to work on this. It says if x and a are positive rational numbers, so this is why we need to know what a rational number is, but and so we're looking at such that x to the 2a is equal to 3, then x to the 6a is equal to what? Technically in this one, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but it's just indicating that we're looking at positive rational numbers in order to get the 3 that's here. So if we were to do this, we could kind of compare x to the 2a to get x to the 6a. So if I were to write this x to the 2a, I would want to see what I can maybe raise this to get x to the 6a. So this is again just using laws of exponents or properties of exponents. And I know if I did 2a times 3, I could get a 6a, and that's what I would have to do here. So if I get x to the 2a cubed, this will give me x to the 6a. Well, now I know x to the 2a is equal to 3, so now this becomes a 3 cubed, which will help me determine what x to the 6a is. So 3 cubed is what, guys? It's 27, so the answer here is K, 27. All right, for number 2, for all positive real numbers x, which of the following expressions is equivalent to x to the 24 over x to the 6 divided by 1 over x squared? So again, pause the video to determine this. All right, so again, hopefully you gave yourself some time to do that. If not, please make sure you pause the video because I'm going to go over this now. What we could do is take x to the 24th over x to the 6th. We're going to simplify that first, and then we'll take a look at what we could do with this bottom part. So I'm going to divide, or I am dividing the powers here, so I'm going to subtract the exponents. So I'm going to get so when we subtract the exponents, we're going to get x to the 24 minus 6 will give me 18. Now to help down here, I'm actually going to rewrite this because 1 over x squared can be rewritten as x to the negative second. I'm also going to show another way to figure this out. Now, here we could take the reciprocal, so this becomes x to the 18th times x squared, which will give us x to the 20th. Or, if I go back to this step, x to the 18th over 1 over x squared, I'm dividing by a fraction, so it means I want to multiply by the reciprocal, or in other words, I can multiply this by x squared over 1, and then this by x squared over 1. So these are gone, and I'm left with x to the 18th times x squared, which is also x to the 20th. All right, for example 3, which of the following expressions, when evaluated, equals an irrational number? So for this, I will give you a hint. You can use your calculator, but we need to make sure the answer we're getting is irrational. So pause the video and give that a try. All right, so it's helpful to, we just have to go through the process here for each one. So if you were to type all these in on a calculator very carefully, square root of 2 over square root of 8 turns out to be a 0.5. That is a decimal that ends. So that is a rational number, not irrational. So it's not F. Likewise here, if we were to type in square root of 8 divided by square root of 2, we just get a 2. Definitely not an irrational number. H you shouldn't need a calculator for. The square root of something squared is the square root and square are just going to cancel. So this just gives us an 8. So that's definitely not an irrational number. If you go and multiply square root of 2 times the square root of 8, we get a 4. Now there's another property. We'll eventually review radicals, but this gives us a 4. That's a rational number. That's not irrational. However, for k, if we were to add square root of 2 plus the square root of 8, we get a 4.2426407, and it just keeps going. So it's this one. There's no way to simplify this. We're adding one irrational number to another, which is going to equal an irrational number. So it is k. All right, number 4, a function f is defined by f of x comma y. We're not used to seeing that. But f of x and y is equal to 3x squared minus 4y. Give this a try. What is the value of f of 4 comma 3? Again, pause the video to work that out. All right, so there's really nothing too different about this, except now we just have a y in here. So f of 4, 3 just means we substitute the 4 in for the x and the 3 in for the y. So this becomes 3 times 4 squared minus 4 times 3. So again, exponents before multiplying. 4 squared is 16 minus 4 times 3. 3 times 16 is 48 minus 12 will give us 36. Getting H for that one. All right, so again, I just wanted to give some ACT problems, practice problems here. Go ahead and continue working on the Delta Math assignment. For my remote learners, you have, well, everyone has until Monday. But again, remember this is for 10 points. So please, as you're working on this, let me know if you have any questions or any issues with the Delta Math. As I mentioned before, sometimes it doesn't let you log in. Sometimes you just have to close out that tab. Just go to Delta Math, or try typing in or Googling Delta Math as 2 separate words and then clicking on that. Just keep trying. If it does act up, sometimes it will do that. Take care, guys. Have a good weekend. Let me know if you have any questions.